Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to High Top Sports Oregon. It is coming down to the wire. Getting some inside information here from Derek the Duck on DJ Pickett, five-star cornerback out of Zephyr Hills, Florida. Set to commit here in about 4 minutes out of LSU, Miami, and Oregon. Last night, we dropped a video this morning. We talked about it last night. Felt like it was a Miami race. Miami feels very confident going into this. Oregon, obviously, ton of crystal balls going into this. Felt very confident. But within the last minute, we're down the last 100 yards here, coming down to the wire. Final turn off of turn 4. And here comes LSU up top. Is that what we're hearing, Derek the Duck? What's going on? Talk to me, big fella.
Unfortunately, that is exactly what we're hearing from multiple sources. And on 3, it sounds like LSU has come on hot and heavy recently. Everybody and their mom thought it was a Miami-Oregon race for the last couple of weeks, which, who knows? This commitment has been a whirlwind so far, and I have a feeling it is far, far from over even after this commitment gets placed tonight. But yeah, it sounds like LSU's been hot on the trail, and nobody inside the Oregon building is very confident. Sounds like it's a similar feeling down in Miami, and LSU is currently having the momentum, according to Oregon reporters at On 3. So do with that information as you will. These 5 stars, we talked about it yesterday or this morning on our video. It's like getting these 5 stars to hold a commitment in July is damn near impossible, especially when you're talking about, a number 1 quarterback in the country and you have everybody willing to throw everything at them to come even look at their school. So I have a feeling it will be an LSU pick today. That's far from a confident pick in myself. It's just what I've been hearing over the last hour. But we'll see. Dan's a closer, and obviously Mario is a fantastic recruiter as well. So I have a feeling neither of those men will be giving up on him, and this recruitment will probably end up going through early signing day, at least in December. But we'll see how this thing plays out.
So keep in mind, DJ Pickett here, what we were talking about before this morning in today's video with LSU, I felt like it was more of a homer pick, right, because of his relationship with Corey Raymond. This makes me very upset because as a Florida, DJ Pickett was a lock at Florida all last year and early into this year until Corey Raymond lost his job at Florida, and that relationship ended very quickly. Florida tried to make a late run, but it was too late. LSU then essentially came into this very late because Corey Raymond obviously goes to LSU, but that relationship is like this, and it's been like this for the last year and a half. Zephyr Hills kid, I was watching this film. We'll go to that right now while we're chit-chatting. I'm watching it. Florida kid, Zephyr Hills guy. It's playing football in Florida. It's a vibe. To leave here and go all the way to Eugene, we think of that it's crazy for somebody just to get up and go and leave and go across the country, and you hear kids getting homesick. And I, myself, I'm like, why would I get homesick? But, man, you'd be surprised. Myself, I went to school here in town locally in St. Augustine at Flagler. Growing up as a kid, I was like, no way, I'm getting out of here. But as you get older, you get nostalgic, you kind of get comfortable. Don't want to leave. And now LSU isn't close to home. But it's not Eugene. It's not across the country. Mm-hmm. So that obviously is playing a huge factor. LSU losing their number 1 wide receiver to none other than the Ducks. Maybe got a little bit of extra cheddar lying around. They have a hot class going on right now. Brian Kelly's trying to make a statement with the departure of Nick Saban, and this would be one of those big-time splashes. And you've been saying this entire time, these 5-star guys, whichever way, even if you put on the Duck hat, you still weren't going to feel comfortable. LSU shouldn't feel comfortable even if he puts that on today as well.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I've been saying it for weeks now. It's like, although this commitment's announced and it's great, everybody wants him to put on their hat today. Miami fans, they're all waiting for him to put on the Miami hat. Oregon fans the same, and LSU obviously the same way. But it's like, I don't think any of these schools are going to feel confident, nor do I think necessarily this is just a 3-team race. I do have a strange feeling that a school like, a Florida State, a Florida could creep back into this thing as this thing, drags out into the fall. Obviously, just kind of waiting and seeing how things are playing out on field. But yeah, just how the things go right now. These 5 stars, another thing we were talking about before the show is, Oregon fans, we've seen Oregon be a finalist for a number of 5 stars over the years from, the Floridas, the Georgias, the South Carolinas, that area of the country. And it is very, very difficult to pull that level of talent out of SEC country where you have a number of school with pipelines left and right through those states. So, the fact that we're in this position right now, even in July, speaks well for the Ducks. I have a feeling, DJ will be back on campus again this fall. And like I said, this commitment, I don't think it'll be over. But yeah, I don't think, regardless of who he commits to today, I don't think their fans are going to be resting easy anytime soon.
I got his Instagram pulled up right now. And then also the on three. It sounds, excuse me. It sounds like they're trying to get connected with on three here because they're saying Josh. I'm assuming Josh Newberg. So we'll go with whatever way. I've got both pulled up. Once they're rocking, they're kind of technical difficulties. We'll go to either one of those. Be sure to smash the like button, boys and girls, though. Subscribe to the channel. On the way to 1,000 subs here for the Ducks. 165 strong. Good to see you. Happy to have all of you here. We got Derek the Duck, our Duck Insider, here with us to see where Mr. DJ Pickett goes. Somebody commented, I don't like his hat. You can see a small clip. Let me see if I can go to that to show you. You can see his hat there. Okay, it's a little loud now. But what are you feeling? If we're doing to give a Duck science or hat science, how are you feeling with that glimpse of the Duck hat there, Derek? Where just give the people a feel.
Well, okay, not to be one of those guys. I am a big hat scientist. Love to get a layout of the hats. I like to get a feel of where they're from. Is it a 47 brand? Are we going flat bill here? Is it a Walgreens special? Just taking a look and breaking down the Ducks hat right here. It's a solid hat. It's one that screams, I might be coming to Eugene, but it's not one that really gives me that little tingle in my chest where I'm like, this is a Duck through and through, So I think we need to spread the camera a little bit. Let me get that LSU hat on camera. Let me see what that looks like right quick. But yeah, confidence level of about a 3 right now, to be honest.
Man, listen, myself being a Gator fan, I have been on this side. On your side, this side right now, where you feel confident, you feel good, and then you just get a weird pit. Something just doesn't add up. It's not feeling right. The silence is where it starts to make you a little bit nervous. 54 seconds, you just heard it. They're going to be live here, so we're going to switch over because the noise on the Instagram Live is a no bueno for me. And we are going to take a look and see what happens here. We should get a full frame as well with this and see what happens and get all the hats, like you said. They do a full science helmet. Marcus Stanley says, don't be surprised if Georgia hops back into this. And look, like you said, those Southern schools, those SEC schools, with a top-tier talent like this, with as much drama that has surrounded him, right? Some guys kind of lock it in and get it done with. You got to think it's going to tie back up. 7 seconds here. It's going to head over to Josh Newberg. He'll talk a little bit about DJ Pickett. We'll listen to what he has to say. And then it's up to DJ.
We go. Welcome to the On3 Studios. We are live here in Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome in. Get seated, get comfortable, because we're here for another live commitment, and I am excited about the one we got going on today. 5-star prospect and a top 10 overall recruit from the state of Florida. He's going to be making his decision right here. But before we get into it, make sure you guys are locked in. Hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. All right, today's commitment. Who are we here for? It's DJ Pickett. Pickett's a 5-star plus prospect. What's that? That's
6'4". Bro, watching his film, he's a big boy back there, dude.
He's from Zephyrhills.
He's a hawk.
Wingspan, though, man. Yeah, you wonder why he's top 2 corner in the country right now. That wingspan is insane.
Absolute ball hawk back there watching his film. Great eyes, great vision on the field.
Got that Oregon speed too, baby. Look real nice in the Duck uniform.
I used the Ducks last night in NCAA. Not a fan, Derek. Not a fan. Defensive, I liked it because the talent. Offensively, just the playbook was not my style. A lot of just cinder, baby.
I like to switch to Arizona's playbook, but don't tell anybody.
Oh, okay, all right. It wasn't me then. Okay, I'm glad. I just felt like I was just working. Like those type of play doesn't work in the game. You know what I mean? Like you just can't just do streaks the entire time. You're gonna get tore up. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Defensively though, phenomenal.
Put in that Florida playbook once. I bet you.
Yeah,
you might change your mind.
I like the Florida playbook, bro. Billy gets a lot of credit for it, but man, it gets flowing, dude. It's got a nice little tempo. There's no tempo to the Oregon Ducks offense. It just doesn't work for me.
All right, let's go out to Zephyrhills, Florida. DJ Pickett standing on. DJ, how are you?
Here we go, ladies and gents.
What are your emotions like?
I'm feeling good. I mean, it's a dream come true, but I'm happy today is the day where I land where I'm going.
And the people can't see the hats, but they are in front of you. It's Oregon, it's Miami, and
he
LSU.
wanted to see the hats too.
What was it about these 3 teams?
Yeah, he did.
Your final list.
I mean, all the schools that are on this table right
Bro,
now are
that's
good
mean
schools.
mugging the
They
shit
all made me feel
at all
comfortable.
of us.
I see myself there, and they just
Absolutely,
have the
buddy. Don't
resources
care.
that
Bro,
I like. So
he's not even moving. Is he breathing?
All right, DJ, you got your family there. You got
He-
friends. We're sitting in the Zephyr Hills Gymnasium. Say your thank yous and let us know where you're committing to college.
first off, I like to thank God, my family and friends, and all the coaches that helped me along the way. I also like to thank all the coaches that took out their time to text me and call me. And last, I like to say happy birthday to my mom. With that being said, for the next 3 to 4 years,
Going right into it.
I'll be taking my time to
Watch the shock.
University of Louisiana State University.
What'd I tell you?
LSU.
Wow!
Yep. There it is, man. The on three sources don't lie.
DJ Pickett is a Tiger. Wow. Unbelievable. DJ Pickett heading to LSU. DJ, when did you know?
5 minutes ago, Josh. 5 minutes ago.
DJ, when did you know
He's
LSU
like when that
was the
NIL
pick?
cleared, baby.
I mean, if you're a DB and Coach Raymond is at LSU, I feel like that's the right place to be at. I mean, yeah. So that's just, that tell you everything right there.
Hey, DJ, have you had a chance to tell Coach Kelly and Coach Raymond that you were committing to LSU, or are they just watching live right now?
I called them right before I got here. Everything was all good. I obviously had to make those other phone calls, which I didn't really like, but it is what it is. But I wish them the best. But I'm at LSU now.
Yeah. So last question: when you arrive in Baton Rouge, what type of player are the Tigers getting in DJ Pickett?
I'm coming to be the next great DB that came through LSU. We coming to win a national championship, and I'm ready to take over. So, yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
All right. Well, DJ Pickett, man, we really appreciate
There it
you
is,
doing
ladies
this
and gents.
live commitment here.
Well, Derek, that's not what we were looking for. I got a duck graphic and everything pulled up, but man, this will make recruiting fun. I was just talking last week on our Gators show. Corey Raymond was getting trashed by LSU, calling him wash because of this drama here. I'm now gonna have to go deal with this backlash. So I appreciate it, Ducks, for me now having to go with us losing Corey Raymond to this is why we don't get 5-star commits. So this is gonna be very interesting on how this is gonna roll out here at 8:35 on our main channel. But wow, we were counting our chickens before they hatched. You were counting the 5 stars on 2 hands. Now I don't know if Dan Lanning can be the guy. I think it's time to kind of reconsider who's going to be the head coach of that at Oregon. It's all downhill from here.
You know, the crazy part is there is someone in this 127 right now who heard that and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy can't be serious." He's not serious. What I will say though, Duck Nation, while we're still here, this is not the only 5-star on the slate this week. We do have another one coming up with 5-star safety Trey McNutt. I will say that one has been a little more stable throughout the recruitment process, so I do feel a little bit better about heading into that one, as we did get a couple more crystal balls today. Good stuff there. But once again, man, this just goes to show you when you have these 5-star recruits and players of this caliber, man, it's really not over till it's over. And once again, I've said it 4 or 5 times now, it's still not over.
Came down to the wire. Man, I hate it too because now he's back in our conference. 2 opportunities for him not to be associated with the SEC, yet here he goes, and now I get to go watch another player that Florida was once highly invested in play for somebody else. I had to continue. Harold Perkins is another one that plays for LSU. That hurts my soul every time I get to watch him play. So, great. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Derek. You hurt me and you're not even playing against me. Well, boys and girls, hope you enjoyed today's live show following this commitment watch party. If Trey McNutt does go live, we'll do the same thing for him. So be sure to turn the bell on. Our weekly daily shows that we drop. The season is just upon us. It's going to be absolute mayhem. Calling shows for the Ducks. Doing halftime shows. All these things that you guys do not want to miss. Almost at 1,000 subs. Let's get there. I appreciate you guys as always. Until next time, I'm Shelton. That's Derek the Duck Zelmer. And we'll see you boys in the next one. Peace and love, baby.